Colonel Abdulkarim asked me to sleep with him at Eagle Store Hotel at about 700 hours p.m. He asked me to sleep with him, which I refused.
What day was this?
On Sunday. On 27th February 2022. So he called me to sleep with him, which I was very, very surprised. And army is against it. In the army, it's called fraternization. It's a big offense in the army.
So guys, you're welcome back to this channel. Good day, everyone. Good day. You know, this video you're about to watch now is all about injustice in Nigeria, injustices that is happening in Nigeria and all that, and what is actually going on among the military and you know, the military officers and all that. So this is not the first time we are, you know, hearing about this kind of complaint, you know, but this very one is actually, this one is so serious. And I want you guys to also share this video, like, and also when you're done, drop your comments in the comment section and air your views. So how many of you remember this lady? You know, about 8 months ago, this lady came out to say that one of the military officers, the top military officers, you know, who is their head over there in the military, wanted to sleep with her and all that. You know, like they were forcing her to, you know, sleep with her. And because of that, they stopped paying her because she refused. They stopped paying her. And this lady now voiced out. She now voiced out. And recently, this lady was dismissed. She was dismissed. And if you had listened to what happened 8 months ago, you see that this lady, you know, she's really making sense in that video. You know, you know that there are injustices in this country. In fact, there is a whole lot of injustice going on in this country. Let me just allow you guys to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Let her tell the truth. I know what Governor Showolu did was very wrong. But let's be sincere to ourselves. Let me tell you guys the truth, but most of our senior officers, they are very wicked. They are even worse than Governor Showolu. Let me not lie to you. So let me tell you one story. Before I will tell you this story, I know definitely they will come for me. They will lock me up and they will dismiss me. I don't care. I can't even endure again. Before coming out to make this video, I can't endure again. I can't. So I don't want to die young. Definitely they will come for me, but before anybody will dismiss me in this army, anyone that call for the order, anybody that call me for any order, anybody that want to do my charge, anybody that want to do my order to dismiss me, the person that do the order will not see peace. He or she will not see peace. And if anything should happen to me, please hold Colonel IB Abdulkarim responsible, Colonel GS Ogo, and Brigadier General IB Abdulkarim, IB Shilibo. Hold these 3 people responsible. They don't want me to grow. They don't want my progress. This will happen. 2022. I was posted to Cantonment Medical Center or job where I met Colonel IB Abdulkarim, who requested sex from me and I refused. Ever since then, this man has been my nightmare in the army. He threatened to dismiss me each time he see me. He injects me, come to my room to inject me. My own apartment, come to my room here to inject me. Send some boys to my house. If I'm lying, I have all evidence. I have evidence against him, and I have witnesses. Come to my house to inject me. He also stigmatized me that I have mental illness. Each time I try to expose him, or each time any senior person, any senior officer trying to intervene, he will tell them that I have mental illness. He even wrote to DOA to board me out. He wrote to DOA 3 good times to board me out of army. He freezed my account for 1 year. He freezed my account February last 13 date, no salary. I cried to some senior officers. I wrote a petition using section 179 of the Armed Forces Act. I've seen so many officers, senior officers, junior officers to intervene, but none of them is giving me listen here. But anyone who's trying to intervene, he will tell them I have mental illness. There's a day he locked me, he injected me, he almost raped me. When they caught him and he said I have mental illness, he took me to psychiatry hospital. He went to lock me up there. He locked me up there for 1 good month without any medication. Deny me access to military courses. And meanwhile, you know, they know very well that my progression in the army determined my course attendance. No course. Now they've given me admission in medical school. They refuse to release me. There was a time I called my dad. My dad interviewed. He was telling my dad to tell me to obey the last order. What was the last order? For him to sleep with me. Deny me everything. I can't even go on pass to see my parents. No pass, no leave for me. No leave. But please, and please, if anything will happen to me, please hold them responsible. Hold Colonel IB Abdulkarim responsible, especially Colonel IB Abdulkarim, Colonel GS Ogo, Brigadier General IB Shelebo. Hold them responsible. They are my nightmare in the army. They've done everything to tarnish my image because they are all cosmates. I don't know why army will promote such wicked and heartless people. I don't know what I've done to them. I don't know. I don't know what I did. Till date, I haven't collected salary. I can't even endure this again. I can't endure it. Let the worst happen. Let the worst happen. I don't bloody care. Because going up and tarnishing my image. I can't go on pass. I can't go on leave. I can't do anything in the army. Telling the army to board me out of army. Nobody set a board. Before they will board any soldier out, there will be a BOI. No BOI. They just sent to army quarter to board me out. Sent to army quarter to freeze my account. With no just reason. I've seen most soldiers with one leg.
Yesterday, the Nigerian army had come out to say that the senior officers that were involved in this case are innocent and that you are suffering from mental issues or you're mentally unstable. But what is your own side of the story?
Thank you very much for this great privilege, this great opportunity. What really happened yesterday was just a cook-up story, just a planned work. Myself and Abdulkarim, we are in this, Colonel IB Abdulkarim, we are in the same unit. He was my CO.
What unit is this?
NACMC Ojo, Nigerian Army Cantonment Medical Center Ojo, where he was my CO. Colonel Abdulkarim asked me to sleep with him at Eagle Store Hotel at about 700 hours p.m. He asked me to sleep with him, which I refused.
What day was this?
It was Sunday. On 27th February 2022. So he called me to sleep with him, which I was very, very surprised. And army is against it. In the army, it's called fraternization. It's a big offense in the army, which I refused to sleep with him because he's my superior. Ever since then, Colonel IB Abdulkarim will inject me with Lakati injection, put me inside caskets, popularly called body bag in the army. He will harass me, rape me, and at the end of the day, he will throw me inside psychiatric hospital to make it look as if what he is saying is true.
So, hold on. Where does this rape happen and putting you in a body bag? When did all of this happen? And give me more details about it.
This whole thing happened in our unit, Cantonment Medical Center, Ojo there. I have witnessed
Was this in his office or
inside his
outside?
office? Inside the office, with uniform. Most times he will instruct soldiers to pin me down while they give me Lactate injection. Most times he will point gun at me. Most times he will handcuff me and harass me sexually and still take a picture of me and send to some senior officer to make it look as if I am actually mad. Which I tried my best to write, so seek for redress. Sorry, I sought for redress. I went to legal service. I went to military police to report him.
Was this after the first time, or it had happened several times?
Several times. He come to my house, sent soldiers to my house to harass me. Most times he will inject me inside his office, rape me. After raping me, he will still take video of me and send it to General I.B. Shelebo to make it look as if, because at that time I was already complaining, seeking for intervention, begging some senior officers, people like General C.G. Musa, the current chief of defense staff. I told so many officers, I seek for redress, but nothing was done because he's my senior. Nobody was ready to give me a listening ear. So I exhausted all the procedures. I sought for redress using section 179 of the armed forces, and nothing was done. Nobody believed me. After injecting me, he would strip me naked and throw me inside psychiatric hospital. And there, General I.B. Shelebo, Colonel Ogo will come there, they will be snapping me. They took picture of me, harassed me. Most times he denied me access to military course just because I refused to sleep with him. He denied me pass. I could not even see my family for years. He denied me pass. He denied me so many things in the army, that my welfare in the army. So after exhausting, going to legal service to complain, and nothing was done. Going to military police to report, nothing was done because he's my superior. I'm his subordinate. I wrote a redress and nothing was done. So I went to social media to complain on the 9th of January 2024, and the Minister of Women Affairs intervened, and the Nigerian army promised Nigerians that they are going to carry they are going to carry out an investigation, which they did. So during the investigation, they took me to National Hospital. They took me to LDLA. They took me to LDLA just to check to know if I abuse substance, and they took me to National Hospital for medical evaluation, and the result turned out to be negative. And the Minister of Women Affairs requested me to write a voluntary letter, which I did. I submitted my voluntary letter to the Minister of Women Affairs, and she forwarded it to the Chief of Army Staff, and the Chief of Army Staff approved it.
So what you're telling me now is that the army did not on its own discharge you?
No, I wrote a discharge that I lost interest because of the inhuman treatment they did to me.
The army also accused you of being mentally unstable. Are you mentally unstable?
No, I'm perfectly okay. It was just a cook-up story. Because during the course of that investigation, the Nigerian army took me to National Hospital for medical evaluation, which turned out to be negative. That everything concerning is just an allegation against me.
Did you see the result that was sent to the Chief of Army Staff?
Yes. As a patient, I have every right to ask my doctor and they told me that they could not diagnose me. Okay. They couldn't diagnose me. Okay. So thereafter, the army called me that they've approved my discharge. Unknown to me that I wasn't aware it was a cook-up story. Like the Chief of Army Staff called me on his own, and he told me that I should not worry, that I should just cooperate with them, that they are going to sort me and they are going to pay me off. So in the army, I served 5 years with the army. I only served 5 years, and I'm not eligible for pension because they boarded me out. That is where I was qualified for pension. And this, before one can be boarded out of the army, there are procedures. They will call you for interview. They will call a psychiatrist to check your mental state. There will be units RSM. There will be people will be there. There will be a board set up because of as in a BO I set up because of that shoulder, to know if the shoulder is still fit to continue with the job. In my own case, nothing like that. So they did that to compensate me because of what Abdulkarim did to me.
So before you go forward, why did you on your own decide to leave the army?
I know my life was at risk, and the job, I lost interest in the job because there is a lot of malice in the job. Your juniors, younger ones they don't give their younger ones to speak. You don't have every right to speak. Even when your junior is misbehaving to you, your senior is misbehaving to you, they don't listen to their subordinates. So what if they listen to me at that time? They will find that meanwhile during their investigation, they saw everything. I submitted my evidence to them, and my eyewitness were there, and they know that what Abdulkarim did to me is very, very wrong. So I'm very, very surprised that they still come online and cook up a story just to make me look as if I'm a man, that is just to tell the whole wide world that I'm a mad person. I'm not a mad person. The investigation, the medical report that was during the medical evaluation that was carried out in National Hospital turned out negative. They could not diagnose me.
Okay, so you said you decided on your own to leave the army because of the inhumane treatment.
Yes.
What reason did you give them? What was the reason you gave as why you were leaving the army?
There was no progression, because there was somebody, Abdulkarim, who was everywhere, my senior, a colonel. I'm a private soldier. I applied for courses, I applied for school. Imagine somebody raping me inside the office and notice being done, putting me inside caskets. It's called body bag. They normally use it in Northeast to bury soldiers who died during war front, during war. So he put me inside caskets. Imagine me writing sick for redress. Nobody listened to me. Equally, the chief of defense staff could not listen to me. They did not believe what I was telling them, even with my evidence.
So earlier on, you told me that the Minister of Women Affairs advised you to leave on medical grounds, and then
not on medical ground.
Okay.
On normal discharge.
Okay.
That I lost interest.
Okay. So how did army arrive at you being mentally unstable?
That I don't even know, because before one can be boarded out, they will call. That I said, they will set up a board. This board, there will be a doctor, a medical doctor. That is how it's been done in the army. They will call a medical doctor, a psychiatry, a psychologist, psychiatrist. Some of these medical people will be there. Medical team will be there. The units, RSM, the CO. They will now invite the soldier to know if this soldier is still fit to continue with the job. Probably they will throw questions. They will set up a board, a BOI. Nothing like that. They never called me for any board. They never interviewed. I wasn't aware about the whole thing. It was just a cook up, just to, I was very surprised yesterday. I received my news flying up and down that the army discharged me. Army never discharged me. It was the Minister of Women Affairs that requested me to leave the army, which I wrote an handwritten letter. What do they call it? Voluntary discharge. I wrote a letter that I'm not interested, that I've lost interest in the job. So there was nothing like discharge anywhere. They never discharged me from the army.
Okay.
It was just a frame up. They just gang up against me for no just reason, trying to cover up for Colonel Abdulkarim.
Now, you also told me that there was a part where you talked about the issue of the health certificate, and that your father was saying they were going to use that against you. Can you? Yes.
When after their investigation, so they ROT me back to my unit where I serve. So where they later called me that I'd be discharged from the army. Like because I wrote a handwritten discharge that I'm not interested again. So I wasn't aware it was even board, because before they would board me as I must be there. There must be an interview between me and those people boarding me out. So I'm not aware. So it was when I went, they called me from national the pension board that I should come for pension. I was very, very surprised that I'm not eligible for pension. Why are they calling me for pension? So when I got there, I saw that they gave me 50% disability, that I'm not mentally stable. I asked question. I told them I'm not going to sign this form because they are going to use it against me. And immediately they gave me the certificate, and I sent it to my dad, to the Minister of Women Affairs. My dad said they will use it against me. And true, they used it against me yesterday. I'm telling the whole wide world that I was discharged from the army. I was not discharged. I seek.
You voluntarily asked?
I voluntarily ask them to discharge me, that I lost interest because of the inhuman treatment, because they don't listen to their subordinates. The oppression is too much in the army, man.
Are you scared for your life?
So Major General Onyema is after my life. Sending people to unalive me. So the army and every year they are looking for a way to kill me. I actually
How did you know this?
I came to Abuja a few weeks ago to the Human Rights Brekete office to seek for justice for what Abdulkarim did and what the army did to me. At the end of the day, Major General Onyema instructed the Brekete to stay clear from the case. So that's how the whole issue started. So that's what triggered this whole thing. That's how they come online to make me look as if I'm not mentally stable, just to shut me up.
Okay. Have any lawyer or any human rights organization shown interest in your case?
Yesterday, some lawyers reached out to me and they told me that they were interested in the case. So I will see how to get or to see them. I haven't seen them, so they just told me that they are interested. I should call them and tell them what happened. We probably will meet and explain how the whole thing happens.
Okay, so now you're saying that what Army is saying or what they said yesterday is not true. So what do you want?
I want justice. I want justice. Before coming online to lay an allegation on senior officers, I have evidence to back whatever I'm saying up, and which I submitted my evidence to them, witness to them. I made the investigation and they find out that all what I said was truth. So coming outside yesterday telling the whole world that I am mad, it's a lie. They should bring out my medical report. The National Hospital is here. They did medical evaluation and they could not even diagnose me. So I don't have any medical record. So I don't know where the whole thing come from. It was just a plan work. I don't know.
Okay, so after the first time that this incident happened, did you take it to, did you report it, the very first time that he tried to rape you or that he tried to harass you?
Yes, I reported.
Because you said that it happened several times.
Several times. In my call, in the Nigerian Army medical corps, the Colonel Abdulkarim, and they are the most senior officers in the medical corps, though he lost promotion. So his mate are brigadier generals. They are the most senior officers in medical corps. But I don't know, he has connection, and their classmates are all the people holding appointment in the medical corps. So if I report to this person, Colonel Abdulkarim will look for a way to.
Okay, so your final word on this incident?
I want Nigerians to intervene, and I need an open investigation. I need justice. That is all I want.